Shalom, it's your brother Yara Akim to give another lesson, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Achak Kodash, alright, which is the true pillow Hebrew tongue of the Heavenly Father and His Son's name, which today the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ. Alright, double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, okay, and citations to the head of my camp, Kazak, who I teach under, here in the campament of Israel in Greenville, South Carolina. Alright, and the title of this lesson is going to be Luke chapter 16 parable hell breakdown, because eventually it was supposed to somebody try to use that against me on social media. I thought I had made a post about something, and they tried to come at me with a Christianity belief, saying, oh, this is mean, this is hell, this is hell, this talking about how you got it wrong, you know what I'm saying? But always a Christian who wants to use their idiocy knowledge and try to prove themselves because they feel like they have so much deep knowledge that they have no assurance of talking about. They don't know exactly what the hell they're talking about, man. But they love to be so damn proud to speak their mind and from their heart, not knowing anything. Even the motherfucker done told me they know all the parables in the Bible, but believe in hell. So that goes to explain and see how simple-minded these so-called Christians are, man. Okay? And that's what they do. They come at you with all type of ammo with nothing to back it up with. All right? Well, I want to say ammo. They come up with all type of strikes, you know what I'm saying? Like just trying to find a way to make themselves seem more righteous than a true prophet of the Lord. Okay? And this is I'm gonna read the chapter and I'm gonna go over it. This is Luke 16 and 19, and it says, there was a certain rich man which was clothed in purple and fine linen, and fared sumptuously every day. Okay, and we know that rich man is representing who? Esau, Edom, man, so-called white man. The Bible speaks of that's the wicked. Okay, who is in rulership of this world? All right, who has men under him. Who in that purple line it goes back into in the days of old, those who wore that purple fine linen had great riches, man. They had great I wouldn't say respect, but I would say they had great power. They had power to of owning land and taxes and stuff like that, just as today, man. They had their hand pretty much in everything, being a kind of an overseer over people, and continuing on, it says fare sumptuously every day, and that word sumptuous means splendid, magnificently, going to live in luxury, that's what these so-called white people do, a luxury life, You get what you want. You have maid service and service to aid you whenever you need it, to give you discounts whenever there is. It's always a spot for you when you go out of town or a reservation for you. That's the life of the so-called white man. All right, they have all these necessities and all these things. All right. Meanwhile, Jake, Jake. We should be the so-called black, African American, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That goes back to the 12 tribes who are the true Hebrew Israelites. All right, we don't have those necessities, man. We don't have those things at our fingertips, such as this nation, the so-called white people, Esau, Edom. All right, so what I'm saying, going down to verse 20, it says, and there was a certain beggar named Lazarus. All right, and this Lazarus, refers to Jake, because we are beggars of the world. We beg for, can somebody lower our taxes, insurance, car note, mortgage, we need a hand for this, we need a hand for that, could we give us more time on this? Can you give us more time on that? We always fucking, behind, and that's due to the curses, Deuteronomy 28, all right, for us forsaking the Heavenly Father, for us joining hands with the wicked, and for us going after the things that are I just lost my words, that are abomination to the Lord, man. All right. It says, which laid at his gate full of swords. And which gate, man? All right. We laid at our gate full of swords, full of diseases, full of things we can't do. You know what I'm saying? We had help, man. We need help. You know, swords going into what? It says in the blue letter, it says ulcerated skin disease, and that ulcerated skin disease come from, you know, not having the needs to take care of yourself, man. You know, being in bondage, being in captivity, being in, you know, having things, you know, at a higher rate to where you can't afford it. See, and this is the state that Jake in. You know, Jake don't go to every doctor's appointment. Jake don't be, you know, having the resources to get the things he need. You know, this is a soreness that we all suffer, man. So this we know through the Spirit. This is talking about the nation of Israel that represents Lazarus. All right. In verse 21, it says, in Luke 16:21, and desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. Moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores. All right. And this is what Jake does, man. Jake always want the crumbs, you know, working 9 to 5. All right. Jake get a little money, want to splurge on big brand clothes, big brand this, big houses, being in debt, you know, buying stupid shit, or somewhat getting a seat in a job facility to where he feels that he is at a higher state than most niggas, you know, or most Jakes, per se. You know, that's getting a little bit of crumbs, but Jake don't have no control of that, you know, or becoming in the court system, being a judge. But yet you get a note from your superior, even though you the judge, and they tell you to send this nigga to jail anyway. So you find a reason to still send this Jake to jail, even though he was innocent. Jake has no control. Jake has no control. Jake has no foot to where he makes demands, man. Not in Esau's kingdom. All right. If that was the case, it wouldn't be that many. It wouldn't be that many injustice jail sentences on Jake, man. But you know, Jake gets the crumbs, man. He has a certain position, a certain role to play amongst Esau, and that's the certain crumbs, man, that we are getting. And what it means by moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores. Okay, that's telling you how, you know, the heathen nations come in and sell it and set up their stores, you know, selling products that Jake may need, that the females may need, such as wigs and combs and shit for the hair, such as follicles, things of that nature, you know, such as Moab. They always got a store corner, or the Indians, they always got an ABC store in the hood. Why is it set up in the hood? You know, there's all this shit has a certain point where, you know, Esau has these nations, you know, getting a certain percent off of Jake. You know, look, y'all can, and you know what I'm saying, y'all can, you know, set up y'all stores here. You know, we won't set up our stores here and take from the poor, but y'all can set up y'all stores there and take it from the poor because it'll fall on y'all. You know, but they're too stupid to realize that. You know, and I'm talking about I'm talking about Jake, Israelites, man. You so-called Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. Y'all don't see that y'all giving these damn heathen-ass nations, y'all money to these heathens, man. You know, you letting them look up the stores. You know, you may get what you need out of it, but yeah, you still giving it to the fucking heathen, man. Those are fucking dogs, man. They're dogs. Yeah, you letting these damn heathens, you know, give you and sell you products that's gonna break you out, make your hair fall out, all type of shit, you know. Let's go down to Luke 16 and verse 22. It says, and it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried. Okay? And when it talks about the beggar died, it's talking about how, you know, our people was getting carried into Abraham's bosom. Let's talk about the promise that the Lord gave to Abraham back in Genesis chapter 15. And I'm going to read it. If you bear with me. All right. I'm gonna read. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but I'm gonna read this. This is from the top, Genesis chapter 15. After these things, the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto Abraham in a vision, saying, "Fear not, Abraham. I am not." It says, like it says, "I am thy shield and thy exceeding great reward." All right, that's a promise, man. All right, and it says, and Abraham saying, "Lord Yahweh, what wilt thou give me, seeing I go childless?" See that? Childless. So we know he's talking about the nation. And he said heir. All right, we're gonna get to this though. It said, "I seeing I go childless, and the steward of my house is this if I'm pronouncing it wrong, forgive me." It says Eliezer of Damascus. And Abraham said, "Behold, to me thou hast given no seed, and lo, one born in my house is my heir." It says, "And behold, the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto him, saying, This shall not be thy heir, but he that shall come forth out of thy own bowels shall be thine heir." And what is thy own bowels of a man? Your testicles, man. All right? And I'm going to be straight up blunt with you because, there's always someone who wants to overlook shit when it's strictly talking about, what it exactly means, man. What does a man bowels is, man? The sperm, the seed. So it's coming straight from the seed of Abraham, which is what? He said, "I bear no child," right? I'm childless. So let's stop bullshitting, man. All right? Talking about his child. And we know his child was Isaac. And Isaac, what? His name became Israel, right? And what was it? What was after his seed line? The 12 tribes of Israel. Jacob. Okay? So let's stop playing, man. Let's stop bullshitting with each other. All right? We know what's going on out here. That was the promise, man. That was in that goes back to Luke chapter 22. Luke 16 chapter 22. It says, "And carried away by the angels into Abraham's bosom." Okay? It says the rich man also died and was buried. And that promise is going into how Yahweh had promised Abraham the kingdom of heaven, man. Okay? So we know that the kingdom of heaven is ours after this next, after Esau's kingdom fall, we know that we're going to be, the next person to rule the earth, man, forever though. And there ain't gonna be no other person coming after us. We're gonna rule it forever, and that's it. All right, that's it. All this right here is this shit right here, this little life that you feel like you can do whatever you want, man. It's finna end. That deceiving mindset is finna perish, man. So if you ain't quit with the spirit of the Lord, you ain't quit with this word of the Heavenly Father that He has sent these last days. These prophets is rising up and teaching you, man. Then you're gonna be left, man, for death, and then you have to come back on the other side, man. All right, and I'm only talking to the Israelites on that. The rich man died also and was buried, and that's going into the rich man Esau Edom's nation being buried and died in what? Captivity, because they're gonna go in captivity. They're gonna serve under us when we rule, man. Okay, this is Luke 16:23 says, "In hell he lift up his eyes, being in torments," talking about Esau, the rich man, and sees Abraham afar off. Why? Because Abraham afar off was promised the kingdom. He's looking at the glory of all the Israelites. And while he's being tormented and being in pain and suffering, getting beat, he says, for whoever leaves us in captivity shall go into captivity, right? Roughly paraphrasing. And whoever killed with the sword must be killed with the sword. This is what this man done to our nation of people for generations, man. So you think the Lord is not keeping His word? The Lord's going to keep His word. The Lord's going to put this man in fucking hell, man. This man is going to be in a hellish motherfucking state. He's going to be in the worst state of his mind. That's why it seems as though like he's torturing forever and this and this and that, because he's talking about how he sees no escape of his judgment, man. That's what that goes into. Esau he's not gonna see no escape of his judgment. He's gonna see that we are blessed and we're gonna be rulers, and we already got spiritual our new bodies and all that? You think Esau, man, come on now. Esau is not going to have no chance, man. The so-called white people are finished, man. And it says, going back to Luke 16:23 says, in hell he lift up his eyes being in torments and seeth Abraham afar off and Lazarus in his bosom. You see that? It says in Luke 16:24, he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. All right, going into his destruction, man, because they will be destroyed and wiped off. Esau, Edom, your nation will be fucking completely eradicated. All right, by all the atrocities and the crimes that you have done to the nation of Israel. All right, you still have no mercy on us. You still have no mercy on us. All right, and you never will, because what it says, for he kept his hatred forever and ever. Let me see that. Lord, don't forget. Oh yeah, it's Ezekiel 35:5. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their committee, and in the time of their iniquity had an end. No matter what, man, to the end, you're not until your Hawashah shot comes back, you're gonna keep on shedding the blood of innocent Israelites, man. This is why you gotta perish, man. This is why you have to go. All right, this is why you're gonna be tormented in that flame, man. When we finally destroy your nation. All right, going to Luke 16:25. But Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime receivest thy good things, and likewise, you see, it's going to Abraham telling him, look, Esau, you have all the things you want. This is your kingdom. Remember, you received good things. You took over nations. You took over kingdoms. You took over all the land and changed the minds of people. You took the judges of the face thereof and made it your own. You did all these damn things that was wicked as fuck. But you done it. You owned it. You know what I'm saying? You took it. You done it. You made it yours, and you're thriving. But now that your ass ain't got shit there, and now you ain't got nothing to do, you know, your kingdom's gone, it's been destroyed, and your ass in chains. Now you want mercy. But think about it. In this time that we live now, when we ask for mercy, when Jake asked for his reparations, when Jake was asking for, you know, to be heard and to have a, you know, can somebody listen to me and help us out? Esau, you didn't do shit. Even when Moses was trying to cross through the wilderness, your nation of people said you cannot cross it. Then you sent your damn army to try to kill us, man. So you think we're gonna have mercy on your stinking ass? Hell no. Let's continue to read. It says in Luke 16:24, and he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus. And we know this is talking about Esau, because why would he be praying to his father Abraham? Abraham had two sons. Who? Esau and Jacob. So so that's how you could tell who this rich man was, man. In this parable. It's spiritual. You have to have the spiritual understanding to see it. Okay? Have mercy on me and send Lazarus. This is it. Jacob. That he may dip the tip of his finger in the water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. And what in verse 25, but Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime, this is talking about future instance, you know, when we're in the kingdom and he's in our captivity, He's going to be up under us, serving us. Like same when he did us, when we was in his captivity for 400 years, we're going to do the same thing shit to them. It says, in thy lifetime receiveth thy good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things. All right? And when it goes to Lazarus evil things, because we have fallen into the hands of our captors, which means we follow the ways of the wicked, man. Because if we didn't, we was killed. If we move in any way different, we will get purged by Esau. So our people have left their righteous ways and followed after the conventions of wickedness, man. Our people have committed iniquity through the fear of this damn devil and his rulership and the power that he had over us, man. We forgot everything. They had stripped us from all that. The nation who we were, everything, man. We have became evil and been part of evil things. As you see today, our people are fucking strung out on believing in other things, spirituality, zodiac signs, law of attraction, Buddhism. Our people are fucking gone. They bugged out. They all over the place. They believe in Christianity for a moment, then they believe in Buddhism, then they go back to science, then they all over the damn place. Okay, they don't have one true doctrine that they follow cold-heartedly. All right, to the T. They're not narrow mindseted. They fucking in the wide zone full of all of the fornication of Babylon, and this is why our people are fucking destroyed for the lack of knowledge, man. Because they don't listen. They became reprobates. They're the wicked of this generation. Our people are just as the devil, man. Okay, and that was what it's going into. The Lazarus evil things. It says, but now he is confronted, and thou art tormented. Talking about Esau. Our people will no longer be in that state. Our people will no longer be that in a mindless mind state when we in the kingdom, man. We're going to be perfect in each and every way. We're going to have the law written on the inside of us. We're not going to go off anymore. All right? This is Luke 16:24. And he cried and said, Father, Abraham, have mercy on me and send Lazarus. Oh, Salakia. Verse 26. And besides all this, between us and you, there is a great gulf fixed, so that they which would pass from hence to you cannot, neither can they pass to us that will come from thence. All right. And next going into, look, ain't gonna be no mix, ain't gonna be no sharing, ain't gonna be none of that, man. All right. All the things that the wicked Esau, Edom, your kingdom have done, man, you're gonna pay for it, man. All right. You're gonna get double the cut for what you've done. Right? And that's pretty much what I have on that, man. Esau, your ass going into captivity. All right? It ain't there's no such thing as hell. There ain't none of that, man. All right? And another thing to cut that hell doctrine, talking about how he was, go to Ecclesiastes, man. Ecclesiastes 1. And 9 says, the thing that have been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. If there is anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new, it has been already of old time, which was before us. There is the remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. So that tells you there is a regeneration. When you die, all right, you go to the Heavenly Father in the spirit realm, all right, and then you come back down here, man, for your judgment, okay? And it says in verse 14 in Ecclesiastes 1, I have seen all thy works that are done under the sun, and behold, it is all vexation. It is all vanity and vexation of spirit. And what's under the sun? The earth, man. It says that which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered. See that? get something that's more. So like. So like I'm trying to see. I'm trying to get straight to the point here. All right, here we go. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, 15 to 16. It says, that which have been is now, and that which is to be have already been. And Yahweh, thy power requireth that which is past. Okay? And didn't the Lord choose Israel? All right. So let's continue. Verse 16, and moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment. So where is this hell at? The place under the sun is earth. I mean, what other place is under the sun? Don't you look up and see the sun? So what's underneath it? Earth. You. What the hell is wrong with y'all, man? It says that wickedness was there in the place of righteousness. It says in the place of righteousness that iniquity was there. I said in my heart, Yahweh shall judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time there for every purpose and every work. And you see that? And you can see it when you read through the scriptures, man. The Lord judges all. You know, there's a balance. The Lord has perfect balance. All right? He judges the righteous and he judges the wickedness, man. So look, there's no hell. No place is hell. It's burning forever and ever and torturing you with fire. You know, even your spirit is made of fire. So how your soul is made of fucking fire, man. You know? I forget what chapter that is, but bro, it is, man. So like you have to make it make sense. You know, when you Christians want to come up here and talk about a place that you have no assurance of, no assurance in the scriptures where it talks about it. Just because it says hell and all that, and hell doesn't always go into, it just means torture, man. It just means torture. You know, it goes into a terrible mind state, you know. And, you know, you can have a hellish day. You can have a day where everything that is fucking with you. It's like, this day is, you know, what the hell? You know, when somebody pisses you off, you go, what the hell? You know, I'm tired of this shit. You know, it's a living hell situation. You know, you can't do this, you can't do that. This is a place of hell. This is a place of vexation. This is a place, if you go into the words of vexation, man, it's ultimately stressed the fuck out. You have no place of rest. You don't have a place of rest here. This is a place of hell and judgment. You see people get killed, murdered, raped, all this shit. The Lord is in control of all these things. All right? Let me get that verse. The Lord kills too, man. And then I'm going to end it and be done. All right. It says, see now, in Deuteronomy 32 and 39, see now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. The Lord send these judgments. The Lord send these judgments on your babies, your mother, your brother, your sister, your daddy, your uncle, your aunt, all these people, man. However you die is your judgment based on what you've done in your past life. Because I just read that in Ecclesiastes from there is no new thing under the sun. So you have to understand that everything that is happening now, man, the Lord's control. There is no hell. Okay? And Esau, your ass is going into captivity. Shalom.